So I had some money transferred to my card yesterday. I was trying to make a purchase today and I realized that the purchase wasn't going through. I called Scotia initially and I didn't get through to them. And someone called me back. While talking on the phone got disconnected. So I called them back. When I called them back, I was on the phone with the representative speaking with her and She said that they were having some technical issues, like Scotia is always having technical issues for some reason. They said they were having technical issues and she would let her supervisor call me back. Now everybody knows what that means. Something is going on with their account or something, so they don't want to tell you, so they said they're going to call it back. While on the phone with said representative, I got another call coming through on the other line from Scotia. Supervisor called me. May I speak to Tani Smith? I said, speaking. She said, you name Tani Smith? So I said, yes, speaking. She hung on the phone. So I said to the representative that was on the other line, because she was on hold, I said to her, your supervisor just called me just now, and she hung up. So what was that about? She said, miss, they're going to call you back, blah blah. I said, okay, fine. Nobody called me back. Nobody called me back. I called twice after that. Somebody told me that all the monies came off the card, and I realized that the person kept saying sir. So I would have indicated to them multiple times that I'm a female, I'm not a man. Anyway, I called back when I got home and I got this lovely dude. He was very helpful, and when I was talking to him, he asked me for the number, my card number. I gave him the card number without thinking anything of it. When I finished saying what I was saying, I said to him, I'm not a guy, I'm a girl. Just in case you were wondering, or you were going to think that I'm a man, because a couple of people had said sir today, and I'm just clarifying that. He said to me, he started laughing and he said to me, miss, I just opened your account and I closed it back because the name of it was a female and I thought you were a man. So he started laughing. He said, I'm not laughing at you. It's just the information that I'm seeing on the account. I said, what's the information that you're seeing? He said, the reason why the card was blocked was they called you, you answered, and they thought you were a man. So they blocked the card, and they're calling you back, and you keep answering. It's a red flag for them. I said, excuse me? I said, if somebody calls me and asks me if my name is Tani Smith, and I said yes. Again, you see where I'm coming from? So I was by this time pissed, upset, everything, because I'm saying that's profiling, that's discrimination. You understand? Now I understand why the card was blocked a couple months ago, because the lady thought I was a male because of how I talk, how I sound, I guess. And he was there and he said to me, I'm looking at the notes on the account, and the notes are saying that they called and a male answered the phone. I said it wasn't a male, it was me. And they asked me all the questions. I in order to not even go through these things, I put a secret question on my account, and the secret question, only I am supposed to know that. And they would have asked me TRN, my full name, my mother's maiden name, all the whole works. And I think I was asked more security questions than anybody at Scotia today. Yeah. Even after that, the guy kept apologizing for them on their behalf and whatever. After that again, somebody called me from the New Kingston branch. About 10 minutes after I came off the phone with said, representative. She said, may I speak with Tanya Smith? I said, speaking. She paused. She said, may I speak to Tanya Smith? I said, speaking. I said, I know how I sound. I know how I sound. That doesn't mean that you should judge. I'm a female. I know how I sound. She paused and she didn't say anything. And she said, you called today because of an issue that you were having with your card? I said, yes. And they refused to unblock the card and they hung up on me twice. And I think this same lady, the same supervisor lady, she was the lady that I dealt with before, and she was giving me a really, really, really hard time. And she asked me when the account was open, I was able to give her every single information. So unless somebody had changed the information on Scotia's system, that's the only way that the information that I was giving them should have been incorrect. I make sure when I call them that I am prepared. I don't call Scotia for spite because I don't like talking to their customer service representatives. I said to her, she said, you just need to come in and change the card. Now, this would indicate to me nothing is wrong with the card that I have now. They could have easily unblocked the card. And she said, you need to come in and change the card. I said, where do you work? She said she works at New Kingston. I said, what's your name? She told me her name. And I said to her that I know the card doesn't need to be changed, but you want to see me. You want to see if I'm actually a female, and you want to hear me talk. And she was like denying whatever. And she said, when you come, you can ask for so and so. Anybody can do it, but you can ask for me, and blah 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 blah. And I said, this is so sickening. It is so sad that this is the generation that we live in. Can't a female have a deep voice? To me, I don't sound like a guy. To my friends, I don't sound like a guy. And this has been an ongoing issue that I've been experiencing for years. I've never said anything. I've never talked about it. But for my card being blocked, this is like I'm at wit's end right now. My card being blocked. I have no money whatsoever. No money whatsoever. And Scotia is going to block my card because they think that I was a male. They thought I was a male. They thought I was a male. It was so embarrassing. And I'm going to make sure that tomorrow when I go into the branch, I'm going to tell them. And she's like, oh, we just need to probably put something on your file to let them know that you have a very deep voice. I said, this shouldn't even be the case. If I say I'm a female, I'm a female. I'm able to answer all the questions that you're asking me. I'm able to verify the account thoroughly. You understand? So I think this was the biggest discrimination I ever faced in Jamaica. And it just brought me back to excuse me, sir. It just brought me back to a few months ago. Or I should say probably about a year and a half ago. I had just given birth, and I went to the gas station in Spanish Town to get some gas. And when I was in Spanish Town, I had cut all my hair off, right? And I was in Spanish Town at a gas station. I was there the day before, and I spoke, and I realized that one of the gas station attendants, he was looking at me some type of way. I didn't really pay much mind. But I went back there the next day because I was going to do some business in Spanish Town. And when I went back there, he kept saying, are you a male, or are you, well, him say, you a man or you a woman? I didn't pay him. Can you stop? I didn't pay him much mind, any at all. I completely disregarded the question that he asked me. And in giving him the money to pay for the gas, his hand, I wasn't even paying attention, but his hand touched my hand. And do you believe me when I tell you that this man stood in the gas station and said, "Yeah, but man, and I don't want you to touch me." So I'm like, what? This is me at this point. What? And after I realized that he was talking to me, I came out of my car and I stood in the gas station. I'm said to him, say, "Me talk?" So yeah, and all the old works, but my mother this and Ray, me and Batman and whatever. Stood in the gas station, and believe me, in public, nobody has ever heard my mouth that loud before. I tell him some things in the gas station, and when I called my husband, I was actually crying, and I said to him, I was in temper, I said to him, "You don't believe what just happened. This guy in the gas station is telling me that, oh, I'm not a girl, and whatever." So I said to them in the gas station, "Yo, my son like